Hey, what's up everybody? This is Joshua Casper. I'm here with Ask.Audio and I've got something really awesome to show you today. I'm going to show you how to use Regroover to make faux multi-track drum recordings to use inside of Superior Drummer 3's tracker panel. So Superior Drummer 3 just came out and it's got one of the greatest features I've ever seen, and it's called the tracker. If you come inside of the tracker here, you can import multi-tracked drum recordings and then either enhance or replace those drums easily and efficiently using Superior Drummer 3's algorithms. It's absolutely incredible, but one of the issues is for someone like me who doesn't have access to a drum kit or have a friend who has a multi-mic drum kit where we can make our own drum samples. Really, we have to go to somewhere like Loopmasters and download them. And it's really a shame that I have tens of thousands of drum loops from sample packs that I really want to use but can't using just Superior Drummer 3. But that's where Regroover comes in. So this is Regroover and I've got it open inside of Ableton Live. And what Regroover does is analyzes any drum loops and separates the different elements into different tracks. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so that's a pretty simple drum loop. It's got a clap, a snare, a hi-hat, and a kick. And I'm using a simple one for demonstration purposes just so we can keep things clean and quick. What we need to do is go ahead and drop this loop into Regroover. And something to note, you want to have your project at the right BPM. So I have it at 90 BPM. That's what the drum loop is. You want to do that because otherwise Regroover is going to have a little bit of a hard time separating the elements. All you need to do is drag and drop it into Regroover and boom, it's separated the different elements. So before we play back, we have to look at the BPM. Regroover has decided that it's 180 BPM and that's not what it is. The loop's at 90, so we just need to hit this half button. It will reanalyze, and now if we play back inside of Regroover, we've got the sound coming back perfectly. If I go ahead and solo layer 1, hi-hats, layer 3, kick. Now there are some artifacts in there from the snare and the clap, but we don't need to worry about that because when we import this into Superior Drummer 3's tracker panel, it's going to treat that like mic bleed. It's not really mic bleed, but that's how it's going to be treated inside the Superior Drummer 3, and it's perfect. Trust me, you're going to see it's going to blow your mind. Layer 4, we got the clap and the snares. Now this is going to cause a little bit of a problem inside of Superior Drummer 3, but it's easy to fix. So let's go ahead and export the stems. Come into export, layers, find a folder, hit OK, and it's going to quickly export those. This is a fairly quick export because it's just that one loop. Now we can jump into Superior Drummer 3. So here I am inside of Superior Drummer 3, inside of the tracker panel, and what I want to do is add those files. I'm going to come into Add, Desktop, Exports, and I'm going to select them all, but not that second one, because that second one was pretty much silent and it was just a bunch of artifacts that I don't need to replace with anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and select those three, open them up. Superior Drummer 3 is going to do its analyzation, and let's go ahead and play the file now. So right now we've got a mix between the original drum loop and the Superior Drummer 3 replacement file. To get just Superior Drummer replacements, we're going to pull the mix all the way to the right for all three of these. Let's go ahead and listen to that. So the first thing you'll notice is that the snare line has actually been replaced with toms, and that is because we have the claps and the snares. You know, that usually doesn't happen, so Superior Drummer 3 said, hey, maybe they're just toms and I'm kind of confused. But what we can do is come down here to the sound recognition panel, click where it says toms, select the snare, and then hit find hits, and now those hits will be replaced with snares. Perfect. And if we come over here, there's this little roll right here, and if we listen, it's not being picked up, and that has to do with the sensitivity down here. We can actually pull this down until we get these little white lines to show us that's where hits are happening. If we go ahead and play that now, perfect. But one thing that is happening is right here where these artifacts are, because we've had to lower the sensitivity, it's now hitting a snare right here too. But what we can actually come in and do is just click it and hit delete. And now Superior Drummer won't have any hits right there in those spots. So okay, now that that's settled, let's go ahead and check out the hi-hats. And what you'll notice is that there are multi-articulations. So we have different velocity sensitivities going on, and we have different articulations happening from the cymbals. And that has to do with the awesome algorithms inside of Superior Drummer 3. If you wanted to change that, you could come in and edit the articulations to whatever type of articulation you wanted. But multi-articulations is really working in this instance, so we don't need to worry about that. If we jump into the kick, You'll notice that Superior Drummer 3 has done a great job recognizing these hits as mic bleed, and knowing that I don't want that, has just gone ahead and left those hits out of the performance. The next thing to do is go ahead and choose some different drums to get more of a style of this kind of reggaeton type of thing. So what you can do is come over here and change it to archetype and let it load. And if we go ahead and play that now, is that not incredible? And what's really, really, really awesome is we can actually pull in drum hits from anywhere else and replace those drums with, say, a sample pack, like an actual reggaeton sample pack. We can pull those drums in and replace them using the tracker now as well, by just importing those drums and using them in place of the core library if we wanted to. So really, now that we've got this inside of here, the sky's the limit. And to think that we did that with a full-on drum loop that we've made into faux multi-track drum stems and pulled into Superior Drummer 3, and now we have full access and full control over the sound and the quality, is just mind-blowing. So if you do have these two programs, I highly suggest you go forth and check it out. If you don't, maybe consider getting them, because if you're a drum enthusiast like I am, these are indisposable at this point. The fact that I can do this so quickly, so easily, and get such professional level results is, it's just so good. Anyway, I hope you learned something. We'll see you next time.